Hey y'all, it is TxStampin Sharon, and today is Monday, September the 16th, and I am live doing Mystery Monday stamping. I absolutely love Mondays because I get to hang out with y'all, give you some clues to make a card using the supplies that you have at home. Anybody can join us. There's no prerequisite that you have to use Stampin' Up! Supplies. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I've been doing this for over 27 years, and I absolutely love teaching and helping y'all with your paper crafting supplies. I want to give everybody just a minute to find me, and while they're all coming on, I want to just remind or to let y'all know, if you're new to stamping, well, if you're new to stamping, welcome. If you're new to Mystery Monday stamping, we have a few rules. Number one, don't stress. This is a fun way to make a card. It's a little bit different. You won't see me stamping. I'm going to be flipping the camera and giving you clues to make a card. The first clue, it involves cards, cutting your paper, getting your stamps, getting your supplies ready. So you have everything in front of you to make a card. So rule number two, use those supplies however you want. You do not have to follow my clues. We call it just go rogue here in Mystery Stamping. I want to encourage you by giving you these clues. I'm encouraging you to be creative using what you may or may not have been using at home. Sometimes we buy supplies and they just sit there. This is the time to pull them out. We have just recently added a third rule. I personally love this rule. You must wear your pajamas when you're doing mystery stamping. It is just a way for you to be cozy and comfy. It kind of started a couple weeks ago when I wasn't quite feeling myself and I was still in my jammies, and my husband said, "Aren't you going to change your clothes for mystery stamping?" I was like, "No, because from here up, it looks like I have a t-shirt on. From here down, they don't know I have my pajamas on." But I finally confessed. So Michelle Batson says that she loves that third rule. She said she had her jammies on since 4:30. So I've had my jammies on since I came back from running errands. I didn't feel like it was appropriate to be out and about running errands in my jammies. So I want to give a big shout out to several who are in the live chat. Anita says, if I put my jammies on, I'll go to sleep. Well, don't go to sleep while we're doing mystery stamping. Those in the live chat have a Texas logo by their name. And I want to say a big hello to them. They are supporters of my channel, and I call them my stamping friend. They are members of my channel. Now, members is different than subscribers. Subscribers is below the video. You could subscribe, hit that bell and all of that. I have a special class that I do for those who support my channel. Once a month, I give you a special fun fold or a very inspirational project in that private class. So that is my thank you to those who are members of my channel. Someone asked, and I can't see who it was. I think it was Kate Wright. She wanted to know if sweatpants counted. Yes, sweatpants count. Linda Goebel says, I saw a lady at Publix the other day in a fleece onesie. No. Don't. Y'all don't do that. Don't do that. Oh gosh, Michelle Batson says her youngest goes to school in PJ bottoms just about every day. Well, how school dress code has changed. All right, I think we are ready to flip the camera around. And Linda says, I'm in my comfy jeans and I'm joining for the first time. Let's do a shout out to everyone, including Linda, that this is your first time to join Mystery Stamping, whether it is first time to catch me live, first time ever to witness such a crazy thing. We have a lot of fun during Mystery Stamping. I don't want you to stress. Remember rule number 1, do not be afraid to ask me to repeat a clue. Okay. Let's see what else. I have a lot to share tonight. I mean, this could be one of our wilder parties that we have had doing Mystery Stamping. Let's flip this camera around. Now, for those of you who are new, I email out this first clue every Sunday after 3 p.m. Central. Now, I try to get it as close to 3 p.m. I try to schedule it. I do post it in our Mystery Stampers Facebook group. Oh, wait. Let's back up a bit. I don't know. Is Renee Paris joining us tonight? I didn't see her earlier. I was looking for her. If Renee Paris is joining us, let me know. I wanted to do a shout out for Renee. I send Renee the clues each week to for Mystery Stamping, and she goes over them and confirms that the measurements are correct, the instructions are correct, and all of that. Now, I will tell you, I messed up. I told y'all to have 2 pieces of 4 by 5 1/4. This should have only been 1, not 2. So I want you to take that other one, set it aside. We don't need it. But I tell you what's going to happen. You're going to love this card tonight so much that you're going to use that other piece to make another card. I made 2 cards using the clues because I absolutely love it. There is Renee. Renee said hello a little bit ago, but I missed it. Of course I did, Renee. Does that shock you? Renee does so much behind the scenes for me, guys, and I just want to give a big shout out to her. She said, you know you're in trouble. Well, she didn't say it that way. She said, you know you told them too. And I go, yeah, I know. So, but the email had already gone out. It had already been posted. Y'all, I came back from my trip on Saturday, and I'm just going to say, I'm just thankful that I feel like doing Mystery Stamping tonight. So let me switch some things here. I've got my laptop kind of wonky. There we go. Now I see the big screen. Okay. Trouble hearing. I have my mic on. Are we good? Can everybody hear me? It's a backup piece, Michelle said. Yes. It is a backup piece in case you have a boo-boo, but you're not. This is going to be such a fun card. All right, let's get started. Yes, and Michelle's on here too. Michelle and Renee both have a blue wrench by their name if you're in the live chat. Michelle helps me on my Thursday night lives, but she loves Mystery Stamping, so she is joining us tonight. Hello, my friend. Everybody can hear me. That's wonderful. All right, let's get started. Clue number 2. Ooh, let's pull this down. Use your Versamark ink or the same color ink as the colored cardstock that is 5 1/2 by 4 1/4 and stamp images filling up that entire layer. Now, I know that when Renee did hers, she said that it was a little bit hard to see her. So make sure, number 1, that your Versamark or your ink pad is nice and juicy. It's got, good ink. You should be able to see your image, but by the time we're done, don't be disappointed if you can't see it as well. Because when I looked at Renee's, I was like, you know what? I think it depends on the stamp that you use. So there you go. All right. For those of you who couldn't hear me, whoever said that, you might want to go out of YouTube and come back in, or turn up the volume on your device. Is that the base? It's the layer piece, Winone. It is the one that is 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. It's just that one layer piece that I told you to have 2 of. No, Where did I tell you I have two of? That was a different one. It is right here. This one. Now, for those of you joining for the first time, I did put these clues below this video. So if you want to check that out, you can. If you want to, yeah, Sarah Kendall's talking about Matt's in the house. Well, this is right now, Matt's not here yet. This is just a big layer. When you are done with clue number 2, type done 2. If you're watching the replay, there's no need for you to type done 2. Simply stop and start the video and make your card. So Renee says, I can see it, but you can't see it on the picture. Gotcha. Okay. I even zoomed way in, Renee, trying to find it. Pamela says, could we emboss this if we don't have the right ink? I would rather you not emboss yet. Oh, you mean like heat emboss? Absolutely. Let me think, Pamela. It might be. I'm trying to think I've ever done what I'm getting ready to tell you. Renee, what do you think? Oh, folder emboss. Okay, don't folder emboss. I will tell you that. Hang on. If you don't have the right ink, don't do anything on this clue. You're going to be just fine. Okay, this is just like a little special. This is just a little extra. Okay, if you don't have the ink, if you don't have Versamark, don't do this one. Got it? Yeah, if you were going to do any embossing, I would say clear embossing, but that means you would probably have a Versamark ink pad. So you kind of threw me for a loop on that one, Pamela. So yeah, I was talking about, I just got home on Saturday. How can I see 3? Darlene is saying, done with 2. How can I see 3? We'll get to 3 in just a moment. When I see some more dones, I have 251 of you joining me. So I want to make sure that everyone has stamped that layer. So when you're done with 2, type done 2. Let me see a few more dones. There we go. Now I see some coming in. Carmen is just watching. Yeah, a lot of y'all are watching tonight. You like to watch and chat, which is perfectly fine. We have got an amazing community. We started this community when the pandemic hit, and we have just grown. We have got, I mean, mystery stampers are just the best. I'm just saying it. All right. Okay. I'm seeing some more dones. All right. Let's move on to clue number 3. Starting 1/4 inch from the right side, I want you of the stamped layer, glue the 1-inch piece of different colored cardstock or glimmer or foil, whatever paper you chose, that measures 1 inch by 4 1/4. So I want you, let me just get a piece of paper. We're going to pretend. So about 1/4 inch from the right, I want you to lay that 1-inch strip. Okay. When you're done with clue number 3, type done 3. Now this is on the layer that we just stamped. Renee Gines is just watching. I love the chit chat because we're a great community. I'm with family. Away from my art room, says Carmen. Gotcha. Enjoy your family. A lot of you have seen some of the pictures that I posted on Facebook. I just got back from Stampin' Up! On Saturday. My husband and I were flown out for the $1 Million retreat. And I'm telling you, nothing prepares you for that experience. The first day, when you walk into the home office, all the employees are standing around this atrium and they are hooping and hollering, and they've got musical instruments, and they're just cheering you on. And I literally just stood there in shock. And then I cried. It was so amazing. Sarah and Shelly were there, and it was awesome. And then the rest of the time was they just kept us busy, and we did lots and lots of fun things. So I did share some pictures on my Facebook page. So if you want to go check that out, you're welcome to do that. So Helen says, is it a quarter? About a quarter of an inch. Like, you just want to leave some space on the edge and add that strip. Yeah, they brought me yellow roses. I'm like, y'all, you know me. They brought me like yellow rose of Texas. They handed me a beautiful bouquet of roses. It was amazing. No. White layer. That was a bad choice to pick up. This is your colored layer. The white layer that was through it is what I stamped on the background. Sharon Turner, you were supposed to stamp. Remember this? On the 5.5 by 4 4.25 colored cardstock. So you're gonna need to run and grab another piece of white, or maybe Sharon, you just sit back and watch. Don't stress. Remember rule number 1. I don't want you to stress, but yeah, the white layer is for something else. No, it is not a quarter of an inch from the top, Helen. It is a quarter of an inch from the side. So this piece of paper is 4 1/4. Your piece of cardstock, your colored cardstock, is 4 1/4. So it should be exactly the same. Oh, Mary Walk, thank you. It just, y'all, it was like magical. We were taken around and saw different departments, how they make our designer series paper. Oh my word. Y'all, our designer series paper from Stampin' Up is drawn, painted. It is hand done. It is not just clip art that they bought somewhere. The whole thing of how, the whole process of how they do our designer series paper is just mind-blowing. So it was so fun. It was so educational. It was amazing. I still have more pictures to share. So, I mean, I've just been giving y'all snippets on Facebook. Okay. Oh gosh. Becky Moore says, my golden retriever puppy just chewed up my black ink pad. Her name was Mila, and now it's no, bad dog. No, bad dog. Your card is landscape. Yes. My card is landscape. All right, let's move on to clue number 4. Adhere the designer series paper that measures 1 by 4 1/4 on the left side of the first piece of cardstock. Whoops, that shouldn't say on the front of the card. Forget that. Butting the 2 pieces against each other. Liquid glue helps this. That way they're nice and close together. Leanne says, guess I went rogue. I put my, where'd she go? My 1/4 inch, but it's going the long way on the paper. Going the long way. That's going to be interesting. You know what, Leanne? You can go rogue. That's one of the rules. So whatever y'all want to do, you don't have to follow my clues. Remember, I'm not there with you. Y'all do what you want. I'm just saying that I'm giving you clues how I did my card. Oh my gosh, that's funny. And Michelle Batson says, oh, hold on. Let's grab her comment because she's just being sassy. She says, because as some of y'all know, I don't like to follow directions. I just might have caused myself problems. You should at least try to listen to my instructions, Michelle. You should just try. I'm not saying you have to, but you should just try. All y'all who didn't do what I'm telling you to do, I can't wait to see your cards. So I always encourage y'all to take a good picture and then post it over in the Facebook group and then mail that card to somebody. But we do want to see, we want to ooh and ah over your cards. I need to see why. I know what the problem is. Hold on. Okay, I'm seeing some dones with 4. Maybe it's just me, but I cannot see the top of the clues. You can't see this? Hope? Renee Paris, Sharon Armstrong, and Michelle. Are you the pot or the kettle? I don't know. And Renee, where do you fit in? I'm seeing, I'm looking on my other screen. I see the whole clue. So maybe make your screen bigger. I don't know what device you're on, Hope. Cheryl, my trip was magical. That is the perfect way to describe it. It was magical. You've worked so hard and do so much for us. It was magical. It really, really was. My husband and I were allowed to pick a class to take, and we picked jewelry making. And I have to tell you, I made my ring too big. So when I went outside the next morning and my finger, you know how your fingers get puffy and then they go back when it gets cold, I lost my ring. I lost my ring. I'm so sad I lost my ring, but I've got some stinking cute pictures of that ring and I'll be posting those. So I did contact them and ask if they would remake it for me and if I, like paid for it, of course. But anyway, so I'm waiting on that. Perfect, Hope. That's what it was. Make it a full screen. Perfect, perfect. Which reminds me, I'm not at full screen. Let me do the same thing. Michelle, let's see. Oh, yeah, we're all in the same boat, Michelle. We are all just a hot mess some days. I have found another niche, and my husband loved it. Like, I didn't know if he would like that or not, but we could have taken a pottery class, a printing class. I picked silver jewelry, and it went on my thumb. It was so pretty, and I'm so sad. So, all right, how are we doing? I'm seeing some dones with 4. Let's move on to 5. Adhere the different colored cardstock, glimmer or foil, that measures 3 3/4 by 4 1/4 to the left side of the DSP. Why do I keep saying on the front of the card? Y'all, butting it up against, I got to fix those clues. Butting the 2 pieces up against each other. Again, liquid glue. I really don't know. I don't know. Renee didn't catch these either. So I don't know. It's not on the front of the card. It's on the layer. Hope you are so welcome, my friend. I've been told that I'm a very patient person. And like I said, if you need me to repeat a clue, I can do that. I want everyone to have fun with mystery stamping. I don't want anybody to stress. Remember rule number 1, no stress, no stress. Okay, how are we doing? I know, I'm so sad about my ring, Kate. As soon as I got in the car to go to the airport, I was like, oh, my ring. And they called the hotel and security was looking for it and the event people were looking for it and nobody's found it. So anyway. You know what, Marsha? I think it energized me. I have a whole new, I don't know. I really enjoyed going to the home office and seeing all the different departments, and it just kind of energized me. That's all I can say. It was all magical. It was all wonderful. I feel great. So there you go. That's what makes you such a good teacher. Because I'm patient? Okay. Anita says I'm going to watch because I'm confused, but not stressed. Good girl, Anita. Don't be stressed. Yeah, if you guys are, if you're confused on the clues, just sit back and watch. Okay. Yes, Anita. They the Stampin' Up event people, they talked to the hotel and they would be contacted if they found the ring. So they were right on it. Like I mean, within minutes that I realized it after I left the hotel. So it's somewhere in that hotel or in the parking lot, which by now somebody's probably driven over it. I don't even want to think about that. All right, let's move on to the next clue. Now I want you to emboss that cardstock layer with all those strips with an embossing folder. Now do you see why I didn't want you to use an embossing folder? My daughter lost a diamond ring, actually a CZ, by throwing her hands in the air, running into the ocean. She was maybe 6 years old. That's okay, Michelle Townsley. You can, the strips don't matter. If you've got them on that layer, you're fine. Hi, Virginia. We're glad you're here. I mean, rings can slide off like, but here's the thing. How have I not lost this ring? Right? I take that back. I did lose this ring one time, but I found it. Okay. But this ring, it just doesn't slide off easily. And I really didn't think, I mean, look at that fat knuckle. Who would have thought that would have slid off, but it did. When you're done with clue number 6, type done 6. So I think I saw that Vicki Trevino was on, and I want to point out something. Vicki took me up on the fact that she was curious about a card in the mini catalog. It was in the mini, right? No, it was in the annual catalog, I think. Anyway, she was confused, or she wanted me to clarify how a card was done. Vicki, was that helpful, what I sent you? Cheryl says, did you ever think that maybe it's in your shirt that you took off or your cup for your pants? That's where I found one of my rings one time. Cheryl, you know what? I thought it was because it was on my thumb. I don't know if I can say this on YouTube. You know how you pull up your pants? I checked in my pants to see if it was in there. I dumped out my purse. I dumped out my carry-on. I dumped everything out. I had the ring on at breakfast. And then from breakfast until I got in the car to go to the airport, I don't know. It's gone. Wanda says, I am so far behind tonight, I guess I'll wait. I came home today and our internet was down and I've been behind ever since. Girl, I understand. Anyway, yeah, y'all just sit back and watch. We're getting, we've got a few more clues to go, but I think you all are going to love this card. When I show you mine, you're going to go, this is so easy. I made it hard. Anyway, back to Vicki. She asked, Anita, I am not giving up hope, but I am looking at another solution if I can't find my ring. So she wanted to know how that card was made. And so I pulled up the information that Stampin' Up! Has for demonstrators to figure out, like the supplies that were made. And then I kind of wrote in how I thought the card was done. Okay. They masked off the bottom part. This picture is not very good, but there's actually like little snowflakes. It's on page 124, I believe, in the annual catalog. So if you all ever need that, let me know, how did they do that? Also, I want to tell you guys, I was in the back seat of the car when I was leaving the hotel, and the driver said that she would call me if she found it. I checked the seat. We were in a Suburban, and so no. I heard right before I came on that Wednesday, September the 18th is free shipping from Stampin' Up. So I'm thinking anybody who has been looking at that mini catalog going, do I want to use that for my Christmas cards, or do I want to use that? Free shipping is coming. That's the chance for you to go to my website and place your order. Anyone who places an order during the month of September will get my free class tutorial that I will email to you as a thank you. Eileen Polish is watching tonight. Well, I hope that you had a good day, Eileen, and I hope that you will make this card, especially after I show it to you. All right, clue number 7. Add the emboss layer to the card front, and that is correct. Again, liquid adhesive helps line this up better. Look at your card front. Would you like to add any die cuts? If so, do that now. I told you, I believe, I told you to have dies and embossing folder. So I did tell you to have some dies. Wanda Spencer says, of course, I ordered 10 packs of paper yesterday. Yesterday wasn't free shipping. I just heard about it. Kathy Zaramba says, that's great. Free shipping. I have a list going. So there you go. Please email out what, Anita, about free shipping? Have you used the enamel effects? Yes. My sister Chris and I would like some tips on how to keep the enamel effects flowing out of the bottle easily. Is it a brand new bottle, Diane? Or have you had it for a while? I did do a technique. Oh, I love to say that word. I did do a technique class, and I did the enamel dots. If you search on my YouTube channel for enamel, what are they called? Enamel dots. Metallic enamel. You should find that. So anyway, about the instructions on the card in the mini catalog. Oh, to let you know that that's an option. Is that what you're saying, Anita? And I should send my order earlier on Wednesday instead of Friday. Yeah, if you want that free shipping. Yep. Free shipping. Oh, yes. Thank you, Carolyn. Oh, my gosh. Free shipping with an order of $75. It does have to be a minimum. And let me just tell you why. Do you know why? Because minimum shipping is $7.95. You're going to pay that no matter what until your order is over $79. So 10% after that. So it's 10% of $79 and then it's 10% after that. That was probably very confusing. Was that confusing? I'm sorry. Renee says, I keep all of mine upside down. And that's what I was getting ready to say. You know, I keep my liquid glue upside down, so that way it comes out easier. So you may have to do the same thing with the enamel effects. Does Stampin' Up! Still offer the recipes for the cards? That is the recipe. I added what I thought they did. I don't have those cute little guys, but yes. This is the recipe that Stampin' Up! Gives for every sample in any catalog. I don't know if it's for the online exclusives, though. Just thought about that. I need to look that up. Oh, okay. So you know what, Diane? It's not that it's how hot and dry. There's just no moisture in y'all's air. And I know when I lived out there, I had to re-ink my ink pads more often. So yeah, I would, a recipe for the online exclusives. Debbie, do you know if we have that? Michelle Townsley said, I just placed an order a couple weeks ago and forgot to order more thick basic white. And I also need a brayer, so I ordered that last week. No free shipping for me. I'm sorry. I just found out about it right before I went live. And I was even starting the email to send out. So yes, there is a recipe for online exclusives. Renee Gines, if you're a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, it is in the print lab. Otherwise, you have to get it from me. All right, let's move on to what? Ha! Well, how did that happen? Renee, what did I do? I have clue number 7 before clue number 6. Oh, well. Clue number 6, stamp the greeting on the basic white or colored cardstock scrap, depending on which one works best with your card front. Trim with paper trimmer. Then I want you to use paper snips to angle the ends at a slant. I don't know how. That's a slant, okay? Or this way, whichever way you want to do a slant. Thank you so much. We'll keep trying that episode. You're right on. We ink our stamp pads. Yeah, you have to re-ink those stamp pads out in Arizona. I'm sure in New Mexico, maybe even in Utah, just drier climates. Helen Atlas. Sorry, I missed how we get the recipes. So in this case, Vicki asked me for it for that one specific card. I think I can share the whole list. I will find out. If you are on my newsletter email, then I will share the information about. I will add that to the email that I'm working on. If you're not on my email, why not? Look below this video and get on my email list. They do have them. Just looked one up yesterday, online exclusives. So. Michelle, how did you find out about the free shipping this morning? Did you get the email? Because I did not get an email. I listened to the replay of the Facebook Live, and I was like, I didn't get an email. So I was just there at Stampin' Up! Why wouldn't I get the email? All right, let me know if you guys are done with clue number 6. I know what happened. Good grief. Look, y'all. I have 2 6s and I also have 2 7s. Renee, what in the world? What did I do? We're going to call this 6A. If you're done with 6A, please type done 6A. Vicky Trevino says, I also found 3 remote controls inside my couch when I was desperate to find my wedding ring. I pulled the bottom off and found it. Yeah, I wish that I could find mine that way. Mine's in Utah somewhere. It's Monday. It's Mystery Monday. You never know what's going to happen. It is a mystery. Diane has done 6A. Thank you very much. I'm a demonstrator. Oh, you found out from another demonstrator friend. Okay, that's really strange. I mean, they said they sent out an email, but I didn't get it. There were several who did not get it. Anyway, Stampin' Up! Did change email providers, so I'm sure that had something to do with it too. Just a Monday. All right. Marilyn Eden said, I didn't receive an email about free shipping. I'm telling you, it happens in cars too. Yeah, but yeah, I'm already home now, Vicki. I mean, the lady was super sweet. She's like, do you want me to go back to the hotel? And I'm like, no, we'll miss our flight. It's not that, you know. Mary Catherine says, thank you, Robin. I always wondered how everyone knew stuff except me. It's on the website. If you're a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, log in and it says free shipping right there. So it is there. All right, here is another 7. Clue number 7A. Add the stamped greeting layer to the card front with dimensionals. Now, several clues back, I said, it's all good, Renee. I'm not stressed about it. And they all seem to be taking this just fine that we have multiples. I told you to add I told you if your card front needed any die cuts to add those now. So this greeting would go with those die cuts if you chose to do that. Okay. Andrea says, my email regarding the free shipping came in about 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I think it was sent out in waves is what I understood, but I honestly, I checked when I was listening to the replay of the Facebook Live, but it's fine. It's fine. I did go over and look on the website and I did find it. All right. When you're done with clue 7A, type done 7A. What else am I going to tell y'all? There was something else I was going to tell you. We got the fall retreat registration coming up September 27th. That's happening. Renee says, didn't copy it into my Word document and print it. I just read it off the email. Won't be doing that again. It's all good, Renee. It's all fine. And honestly, I think what's so funny is y'all were not catching it. I was. Y'all just do what I tell you to do. Okay, I'm trying to. Why can I pick that up? There we go. Let's fix this. Nancy says she got her email at 6 p.m. Central. So yeah, it's going out in waves. I'm not a fan of this new email system that everybody doesn't know at the same time. I have FOMO and I need to know all the time. All right. Let's look. Renee Jine says, I've already spent my September budget for Stampin' Up, so I'll have to pass on free shipping. Aww. Michelle Batson, can you show Sharon how to change her email preferences? She may have unsubscribed when they changed the email address. I didn't unsubscribe. Are you talking to me, Sharon? Anyway, clue number 8. Does your card need embellishments? You can add those now. DWSB. I just want y'all to know that I have a big announcement that's going to be coming soon, and I'm so excited. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. It's a project that I'm working on that I just can't stand it. Free shipping, Terry Lewis, is on Wednesday, September 18th, and it is for orders over $75. I need to add that. Free shipping. Now's the time to look at that mini, decide on any holiday stuff you need to be making, working on. And this is a great time to start working on those holiday cards anyway, if you haven't already started, and get free shipping. There you go. Anita, my stamp, I did meet the designer or the artisan who has designed my stamp set. Cute little girl. I have a picture of her on Facebook. Her name is Kayla. I got to meet her in person. My stamp set has been designed. That's still going to be coming out in a year. That's something else. That's another thing. You have to opt into all the emails. If you didn't go in and change your preferences, you would have been automatically unsubscribed. What? Okay, I'll go check it out. There's no way I even thought I tried to follow directions very carefully. I've never totally messed up this card so completely. I've stamped and Jeannie Brown, I'm sorry that you're having trouble. Where does the 4? We're not done yet. We're not done yet. This card ain't over with yet. Add the basic white 3 3/4 by 5 inch to the different colored cardstock that measures 4 inches by 5 1/4. Who was it who asked? Victoria, with adhesive, and add both to the inside of the card. So we're adding an extra layer inside the card. When you're done with clue number 9 or clue number 83, whatever number we're at right now, type done. You're all done with your card. Jeannie Brown said, this is the first card I've ever done and have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, so Jeannie, just don't stress. Remember, I will have the condensed clues available for y'all on my blog under mystery stamping, the tab mystery stamping. So let's see here. Nope. You're going to go to my blog, www. After, you're going to give me a minute to fix some of these little boo-boos that I have found. And I'm going to redo that. So give me an hour. Let's just say 9 o'clock Central. I will have the instructions in a condensed version on that blog. I will also put them over in the Facebook group. You can print it off. And then once you see my card, I really think it's going to be a light bulb moment. And it's hiding my face. I'm like sitting here and the blog thing is over my face. I think it's just going to be like a light bulb moment and you're going to go, okay, I get it now. I get it. Okay. So give me some time to fix the boo-boos that have been found. And then y'all can go print those off. Bobby says, DBWS, I tried to find the recipes, but it looks like it's only available to people that are subscribed. Oh, it's not on the DBWS. It's on the back side of, like, as a demonstrator when you log in as a demonstrator. It is not available to the public unless a demonstrator has shared it with you. Sorry if that was confusing. All right. I loved this card so much. Jeannie Brown says, I'm now waiting to see what it looks like to figure out what on earth I did to make me take a detour. You know, the scenic route. Y'all went rogue. I heard it all night long. A lot of y'all went rogue. I don't know. Diane says, TxStampin, Sharon Armstrong, just want you to know that you're a blessing. Entertaining, informative, and inspiring. Thank you so much. Thank you. That's so sweet of you. I love doing this. Y'all let me come up here and make a fool out of myself on YouTube, you know, for the world to see. But I love doing this. I love inspiring you. And I hope that once I show you this card and then my second card that I made, I hope that you all go, oh my gosh, I made it harder. Okay, you ready? Drum roll, please. All right, let's take a look at this card. I stamped my leaves in Versamark on my layer. Okay, this is my 5.5 by 4 1/4 inch garden green layer. Then I added foil, my 1 inch foil, my 1 inch designer series paper, my 3/4 inch of foil. I could have used something else. I cut out my leaves out of the center of this layer that's on the inside. Just laid those dies right in the middle. So a paper saving tip. Okay. Then I stamped using Versamark on soft sea foam. And then I embossed. Can y'all see that? It is embossed. Okay. But then I laid the whole thing in that 3D plaid embossing folder. Okay, so it does this. It's the Forever Plaid 3D embossing folder. Okay. Jeannie Brown says that looks nothing like what I did. And, you know, so this is a Christmas card. We're thinking more Christmas cards. If you're a card maker for Christmas and you need some easy Christmas cards, yeah, Think about it. We just added 3 strips to a layer of cardstock and we embossed it with an embossing folder. And then we added this layer to the card front. Otherwise, this side would have been embossed. Where's my DSP? It's right here. Right under, this is my strip of DSP. It is the gold and green, what is that called? This designer series paper. Season of Green and Gold. Okay, that's what this paper is. This is so pretty. And I have made a ton of Christmas cards with it. Okay, and so it might be a little, because I've got a piece of greenery right there. All right, and then I embossed, and then I added my, oh, I didn't tell you how to add your designer series paper inside. Renee Paris is exactly correct. This is great to use up scraps. I know you guys hang on to scraps. This is perfect for that. As a matter of fact, when I cut my foil pieces, I literally picked up scraps and I trimmed it down to the size. So the dies are from, where did I put you? Where did I put you? They're from the gold and, let me show y'all. So I used this stamp to Stampin' Versamark. So golden greenery. And so I used the bundle. That is where the dies came from. Then I used Reindeer Fun for the inside and Merry Christmas on the outside. Michelle says, mine is really not that far off from Sharon's card. Yay! Jane, Grandma Jane, hi honey, how are you? Made so many mistakes, we'll have to start over in the morning. Y'all, I'm sorry if it was confusing. Marcia says, I really like the designs you've used recently with minimal DSP. Marcia, thank you for that comment, because, you know, we don't always have to use a whole rectangle to cover up the whole front of the card of DSP. But whenever we trim DSP, we always have some scraps, okay? So I loved this layout so much. By the way, on your condensed version of the mystery clues, I have my entire supply list if you want to know what I used, okay? So I loved it so much, and I needed a masculine birthday card. Now, masculine cards are hard, right? We hear it all the time. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Y'all, look at that layout. I used 2 different pieces of designer series paper, and then I used the foil because I couldn't stand it. I embossed. Now, I will tell you that I used a retired stamp set, Happy Thoughts. This was Jackie Ballheis's $1 million stamp set that I kept. I love it. It's perfect for personal cards and stuff. This is Basic Beige. I'm trying to make myself use Basic Beige, Renee, so remind me of that. And then I stamped and I added the designer series paper at the bottom. So Jeannie Brown says that my card base and my white inside paper is still good. Everything else. So y'all, I think this is a great layout for Christmas cards, a great layout for masculine cards. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. So for those of you that I caused you to go rogue, I do hope that you will remake the card, follow the clues, and share your card over in the Mystery Stampers Facebook group, okay? It is, Diane Schaefer, another night, you hit it out of the park. Thank you. Yay, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Peggy says both are beautiful. Virginia Hodgkins says, I love this layout. A lovely masculine card, says Cindy Wagner. I mean, I think it's a great masculine card. You know, not a lot of frou-frou, but it's got some texture and it's got some metallic. Perfect. All right, y'all. I'll be back on Thursday night. What else? Oh, I don't know when I'm going to let y'all know about my surprise project that I've been working on. But let me just suffice it to say, I hope you're as excited about it as I am when I do the big reveal. Okay. The hardest part was having no idea ahead of time. Nice job. Okay, so if you're new to mystery stamping and you had no clue what was going to happen, I want to remind you that I send out the first clue. I do have the first clue below this video in the description of your supplies that you need. So basically mystery stamping is, I tell you to cut some cardstock, cut some designer series paper, get some stamps, ink, and paper ready. And then on Monday nights at 7 p.m. Central, I give out the rest of these crazy clues like I did tonight. So I hope that if this was your first time, that you will join me next Monday. We do this every Monday night, unless it's a holiday or I'm on vacation. So, or unless I don't have internet. The Renee is asking me, when is the October VIP? And I think, Renee, it is the first Tuesday. I don't think I'm out of town, but I'm not going to announce that yet until I know for sure. I don't think I'm out of town. I think it's going to be the first Tuesday at 7 o'clock Central. So VIP is very inspirational projects that will be given to, it's a private class that is given to those who join my channel. If you look below this video, you will see a link, membership perks. You can join and become a member of my channel. It is $4.99 a month. If you join in September, you get to see all of the other months that I have done. You can get those tutorials for those unique fun folds that we have been doing. The Creative 8 pre-retreat registration, the Creative 8 early bird registration is Friday morning, September the 27th. That will be early bird weekend, and you will get a gift of 4 fun folds from the Creative 8 team. The actual retreat is October 25th and 26th. It is a Friday night, Saturday. It is all done on here on YouTube. We do have an optional Facebook group that you can post your cards to, but the meat of our retreat, is on YouTube and a private blog site. So there you go. All right. I will see you guys on Thursday at 7 o'clock p.m. Central. Bye, y'all.